Okay, Breeshey, welcome to your interview.
Hi.
Hi, okay. Obviously over the last couple of months you've been working very hard towards your goals. This is just a quick interview to let the body trackers know how you've achieved it and what else it is you're trying to achieve. So the first question is, what is it you've achieved to date?
Well, I've managed to go from an embarrassing size 20 to 12 to 14. And the only reason why I know this is because I went shopping the other week and I tried on a pair of denim shorts and I automatically went to a size 16. I don't know why, it's just instinct, and I picked up the pair and I tried them on and they were far too big. So my friend, while I was in the changing room, went and got another pair. She didn't tell me what size they were, and I just put them on and buttoned them up, and she told me they're a size 12. And I nearly burst into tears because, to be honest, I found it quite disheartening when you weigh yourself and you haven't met your goal. So I've tried to stay away from the scales and just try on different clothes. I've even borrowed clothes from my sisters, but I'm surprised every time, really.
Brilliant, okay. Now, delving into that a little bit more, what's been the most enjoyable part of the journey you've been on so far?
Am I allowed to say food?
You are?
Definitely the food. New recipes, experiments in the kitchen. But I love coming to training because I feel better in myself. I feel like I have achieved something when I come to a training session. I feel better afterwards. I feel far more energetic than I was before. I feel more motivated after a session and to come to a session. And also the girls, the people that come to these sessions, they all have their own goals, so they're all supportive in their own way. And we all encourage each other.
Brilliant, okay. But what's been the biggest struggle that you've had so far?
The biggest struggle? Probably comparing myself to other things, other people, and I don't know, the media has a lot to say for that, but I'd probably say the biggest struggle is embracing myself, knowing my own body, loving my own body, my curves. I don't know, I think the biggest struggle is accepting that you're never going to be a size 0, as they say, and it just trying to balance out what you want.
Okay, so in which case, how did you overcome all of those things to push on with your success?
Encouragement from you guys, support from friends. I mean, even friends that aren't in training, they don't, some of them don't even need to train, but that's, everyone makes their own choices, and I've made a choice to train and eat brilliantly. I mean, I love the food I eat now. I never used to, because it was all very plain Jane and chicken and rice and all the rest of it, and I hated all of that, and it got really boring. So yeah, I think just a genuine support, and you get excited when you do meet your goals, and you can encourage others, because I know that everyone has their own insecurities, so it's mainly about getting to the bottom of that, getting to the root of your own problem and overcoming that.
Brilliant, okay. A lot of people find training in classes and groups difficult because they feel they are too unfit or people will be judging them. What advice do you have for those people?
I was going to say something. To be honest, you shouldn't care what other people think. It's literally nothing to do with them. It's all about you. It's about your goals, your achievements. A lot of people say, oh, I need to lose weight, and other people, they just want to genuinely get fitter. They might not look overweight, but they feel like they want to push themselves to limit their own bodies. It's got nothing to do with anybody else. And I think that you're very shallow if you do judge other people for what they want to achieve, because it just just shows how narrow-minded you are, and I haven't experienced any of that here.
That's brilliant. Okay. The majority of people who do manage to train properly then find that the healthy eating is a problem. Now, you touched on that before, so how did you overcome that aspect? What did you do to help you get better and more creative in the kitchen?
I think it was mainly down to the boring meals I was eating. I wanted to experiment, so I looked up different spices and I use a lot of turmeric, garlic, chilies now, whereas I never used to. I have touched on low carbs, like buckwheat and things like that, rather than having, I don't know, pasta, because I used to have a lot of pasta bakes and things like that. I used to love pasta bakes, but I've narrowed it all down. My portion sizes are a lot smaller, and I feel full for longer. I'm cooking with coconut oil and soy. I don't know, when you make a meal for yourself, sometimes you don't want to eat it, so I started cooking for my friends and other people, and they were enjoying the meals, and I'm thinking, this tastes really good and it's super healthy, and my friends love it, so that was also a massive accomplishment in the kitchen. I've never been bad in the kitchen, but I don't know, when you want to be super duper healthy, you're boiling everything, steaming everything, and there's no flavour to your meals, and it can get really boring. So
herbs and spices have become your best friend?
Yes.
Excellent. Right, okay.
Yes.
So what have been the most valuable insights that you've learned whilst you've been at Bodytrack?
I've learned that my body can do things that I never thought it could do. I've learned new exercises that I didn't know existed. I don't know, I've just pushed my body to the limit, really, and I'm not done yet.
Brilliant, okay. What's been the best things that you've discovered and learned about yourself through the whole process?
That you're a pain in my ass. No, literally, do you know how many squats you make us do? I don't know, repeat that again, sorry.
What's been the best thing that you've learned about the whole process about yourself?
My self-esteem. I feel loads better with myself. I went through a bad phase where I struggled with motivation. I didn't want to do anything. Didn't want to go to the gym. I just wanted to eat junk food. I was a movie maniac. I was watching all different kinds of series, and I thought to myself, I've got to get myself off this couch. I've got to get myself out of bed. And as soon as I did that, it was the best choice I ever made. So many people say to me, oh, I don't know how you do it. You do night shifts as well. And I'm saying, well, I've got to do it. I've got to, I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for anyone else. I've literally thought to myself, when I've been sat on the couch, I could be tucking into a Chinese or, the biggest chocolate bar you've ever seen. And I'm thinking, what am I doing? And it's what I've questioned myself. It's not come from anyone else. No one's put me down to the point where I think, oh my God, I need to train. I just think I'm wasting my life. I'd rather feel good, look good, and inspire others.
So it's a very personal decision?
Very much so.
Okay, so what is it that keeps you going during the times where you feel that urge to go and have a takeaway when you shouldn't be, or when you feel like you want to skip a training session? What keeps you going? What makes you come back for more?
Guilt. Guilt.
Powerful thing, yeah?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes if I haven't had enough sleep or anything, it's probably not right for me to train, so if I have missed a training session, I do try and make up for it. And if I've been out on a night out, for instance, and I go to the Star Grill, I always try to make sure that I have a wrap or something relatively healthy. I don't load up on chips, cheese and gravy or anything like I used to. So
even when you're being naughty, you're still actually getting the better version of it?
I do. Every time I look at a menu, even when I go for a meal, I always try to get the best, but I'm a sucker for dough balls.
Does that ever make you feel like you're missing out, or do you not feel that way anymore?
Not anymore, no, because I do treat myself, I don't go out of my way to sort of say, oh no, I'm staying healthy and, you know, bore my friends to tears when we're out, but I do try to pick the healthiest option on the menu, but I know that I'm going to enjoy it as well, because after experimenting so much in the kitchen, I've realised I like foods that I didn't know I liked. Like courgette, for instance. I mean, I never even entertained the idea, but I love the stuff now. I make spaghetti out of it, or I'll I could even blend it into mince, or I've even blended it into burgers.
Okay.
I haven't quite made cakes yet out of it. I know you can, but I don't know if... I think I'd make too much of a habit out of those cakes.
Maybe. Okay, well, finally then, to wrap things up, what impact has Bodytrack and your coach, your brother, made to your journey?
I've already said you're a pain in the arse. You've put me through a lot of pain, but no pain, no gain, I guess. I'm just really grateful that you guys exist.
So Bodytrack as a whole, you're happy to have around, yeah?
Yes, very much so. The motivation, the support, the encouragement. You can ask questions about literally anything, food, training you can do at home if you're not quite well enough, or if you don't feel comfortable coming to a class, you're always there to sort of say, well, try this and eat this. And you're never forceful in your demands. You try and balance out as to what that person wants and needs and what you think they should do. You balance it out. You're not too intimidating. So, yeah, I love the place.
Okay.
Come every week.
Any final thoughts, any final words?
If you are struggling with the idea of training or healthy eating or anything, I just think that you should just send Peter a message and just say, here's my problem, can you help? Because he can.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Breeshey.
Okay?
Bye.
Let's train!
Let's train.